So I have a hard time recording videos because I'm in a bad mood, and um, but I have good things to say. So I want to reiterate how the Vatican is focusing on their rejection of the Lipa apparition. This is their latest news. They um, there is this giant controversy within the Catholic Church of the apparition of Mary in Lipa. Okay, and so Mary is called the Lady of Lipa, and this is why, because Lipa means lime tree, right? And so we're back to the lime, which is what I talk about. So you could say that the Vatican is currently directly expressing things in relation to what I'm saying, but somehow it's happening on a like subconscious level. There's no one consciously talking in the open, but here I am interacting with the unconscious. I'm interacting with the unconscious. That's what I do. I decode the unconscious. And the unconscious responds to me by having an immune system to me. It has like a mental immune system. And so it will gaslight me. The immune system of everyone and your unconscious mind is attempting to reject me and what I'm doing. And so that's why the Vatican is revealing this, because there is an immune system to the truth. Why is there an immune system to the truth? Because the cure is the death of the truth. How do you see this? Well, it's the pharmakia, Greek meaning scapegoat, but it became the word for medicine and cure. This is the scapegoating theory, okay? So the cure to the disease of life or existence, mankind, the cure is the death of truth. And so when truth approaches, there has to be an immune system, because that's just how simply how it is. And so my battle is in the unconscious, right? I have to be on my guard against the unconscious immune system, which rules over everyone. So that's sad, because it means that I cannot have friends. Friends, not possible, because um, friends rely on forgiveness. Enemies nurture your trust. You see, and it's a problematic situation, because I like the truth, and so there is a natural opposition in everyone. Like no one is excuse like no one is beyond the immune system of the unconscious, defending itself to the central pieces of reality, lime and the sun. There is no avoiding that. So I could talk a lot about this. I have things to talk about, but I keep just writing it down. I keep writing it down, what I discover nowadays. And eventually, of course, I have to release it to everyone. and the immune system will attack me again. The immune system of the unconscious continues to propagate, and I continue to have hope, and I continue to see the victory. You see, while there is a Smith, what's it called? The Matrix, Smith taking over, right? The Smiths are taking over of the Matrix, the movie, right? So, but I am acutely aware of the fractal reality. I am aware how there is a unconscious, like the gaslighting that I am perceiving nowadays is not direct. It is not in my face. No one ever tells me in my face, like almost never, like no one tells me in my face that you you're an idiot, right? And things like that. It doesn't happen to my face. Instead, it's entirely on the unconscious level, and it's hard to explain it. But one example is how I present things which is in a forum. So if I am in a forum of whatever, like collecting stamps, and I have my collection of stamps which I want to show to like-minded people. If they ignore my stamps, if they are fantastic and it is ignored, then that collector is gaslighted. So I'm gaslighted on a unconscious level, which makes it even harder for me to talk about it, because when I talk about it, it seems delusional, but it's not. And that's my issue nowadays, that how do I talk to you about this? How do I talk to you about what I'm feeling when it's like something that everyone are a part of? How can I talk about that? So I can't. But so the only, oh, you know what? I think I'll end. You see here, now I will end this video because I'm not able to talk to you in a good way. I'm not able to talk to you in a good way any longer, because it's important to present myself in a respectable manner, okay? And so I'll just end by saying again that this is the focus of the Vatican. So Lipa is right next to Manila, which is the biggest papal event ever in its entire history. The entire history of the papal and the Vatican and all of this. The biggest event ever. Manila, right next to Lipa, where Mary is called Lipa, you see. And as I said some days ago, the first saint of the Americas is Rose of Lima. Lima means lime, just like Lipa means lime tree. It's unavoidable. And sure, the unconscious is defending itself. I can tell you, I can assure you that the unconscious mind is defending itself by taking over people, okay? It does. And I don't know really how to deal with that. Should I forgive you or not? But I guess it's like I don't know, right? Like a big part of me thinks like, okay, if you attack, if you want to hurt me, then that's it. Like you made your choice, like even on an unconscious level, right? The unconscious evil, right? That's where it is. So that's where it's always been. Some people seem to behave appropriately with how they appear in front of people. They appear well in front of people, but in reality, deep down, there is something rotten inside, okay? And I have to think about that, right? Not because I know that I actually could influence you, right? Most often I cannot influence you, not because I even want to. Like if you are ever affected by me, it's because you did something to me, okay? It's not because I'm doing anything. I don't do that. I don't do things like that. So what I do is more on a like group level. Like I do things on a bigger, like the bigger stage of reality. I do things to express my existence, to to um, to answer my question, to answer myself the question, um, like um, I think therefore I am, but a bit more like I act therefore I am, like I put a mark on reality therefore I am, like I I try to show that I exist. It's like it's such a basic instinct to perceive that you exist, and so maybe you didn't even have the thought yourself, like do I exist, right? You ask yourself, well, for me it's clearer, like this question about existing versus not existing becomes less clear because of the fact that I do things. I do, like I've been doing big things for a very long time, and still it seems that like I didn't really require big a big like gratitude, or not even gratitude, like I didn't require much, but after a while I noticed, well, there is no reaction. Do I exist at all? But then I start thinking, well, it's probably just the immune system of the unconscious, like turning a blind eye. But remember, turning a blind eye has a consequence also, in that you cannot see. So if I cannot be seen, you see, it has consequences also. So I just want to show you a funny thing. So my father, he works with medicine, of course, because you cannot see that maybe. So yeah, it's a pen from my father. His medicine, like it's a pencil with medicine. Yeah, funny stuff, right? It's the symbology, the medicine, the and as I said, the pharmakia is the medicine, is the it's a scapegoat, it's the medicine, and so yeah. My first work, actually, which was a serious job, my first serious job was to repair medicine equipment. Actually, I did that for maybe three, four summers, I believe. I repaired medical equipment. That was my like summer job. Um, so it's uncanny. like in a way, observing the fractal of reality is like observing the mirror and playing a chicken game with the mirror. Do you Can you mimic me? If you mimic me, what does that say about you? What does it say about me? Like these questions, like experiencing the unconscious opens up doors of thought and uncertainties which one has to deal with. And that's what I'm doing. I'm dealing with it. And maybe that's also the pursuit of the immune system of the unconscious, is that I the immune system of the unconscious somewhat wants me to fail, right? The goal of the immune system of the unconscious, the collective unconscious, is to trigger someone to go insane if they go too deep, because you shouldn't have too much influence. But that's what I have, influence, because I go very deep into the unconscious. So my ideas becomes real. What I say become the truth because I went the deepest. That's simply how it is. And so maybe that's why Lime is the centerpiece of reality. I wouldn't say so, okay? I hope not. I hope not that, like, I hope that the centerpiece of reality isn't Lime just because I'm saying so. Um, but it could be the case, but I hope not, okay? Um, because I do want to experience something objective truth, and I believe in objective truth, even though it somewhat seems like I'm an it seems like I'm an authority when it comes to objective truth. Like you can say something is true, but if I don't agree with you, I can simply prove to you that you're wrong, and you will leave that opinion. You will not be able to have your opinion about truth unless I agree with it. It's like so weird, okay? Just how it happens to be. Um, uh, so, okay, let's end this. So, I repeat the last time. The the focus of the Vatican is to tell us that they don't approve of LIPA, which means lime. They tell us that. And remember, it's the biggest papal event in history. Right next to it, in Manila, Lady of Lipa, suddenly it is Mary. Lipa is Mary. And as I said before, lime equals to Mary, lime equals to woman. And I would say that maybe I wouldn't say that I created this, okay? Even though, I mean, it's so perfect. It's so perfect, guys. What I'm telling you is so perfect, and it's so beautiful. Like I can say it myself, right? So it's just undeniable, and the immune system really don't really don't like the disproportionate distribution of influence. And I don't have to have much influence, actually. It's just how it happens to be. I don't know why, right? I'm very like strong when it comes to my psyche. Okay, my psyche is strong. I don't break, you know. Like if I would put in a situation where I am supposed to break, like the other guys will break. It's just it's just how it will be. Um, until you prove me wrong. Go ahead. I like to be wrong. I like to be wrong. I enjoy to be wrong. I enjoy it. I enjoy the feeling of being wrong. but I'm not wrong. Most often not. Okay? It's like almost never. Like that's why I'm telling you that I like that to be proven wrong, because it means that like it's a wonderful feeling to me. It's really wonderful. It tells me that it keeps me more down to earth if you show to me that I'm wrong. And it's not just about lime. You can prove me that I'm wrong about basically anything, and I will deeply um, enjoy to be wrong. Okay. So, but this is not going to end. We're going to discover more and more lime connections, and people are sending me connections. I do enjoy that also. That's like when you show me things and I didn't find it first. I really like that also, right? It means that you really get this. Um, and yeah, okay. So bye bye.